More shop stories.
Oh, Storolo.
Oh wow, you're taking your roller out tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had it on all day.
Look out.
I went down to the dealership and they said, she got a roller in her hair. And I said, well, I always wear a roller. Well, let me tell you something. This is not a shop story. I was working from 8 to 5. I got home about 6 o'clock. And we had an above ground pool. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, there's Zio Romano. He's like a frog. He's built like a frog. He's short. He got legs made out of sticks. And he wears a sleep. You know, like those bikini. Like he got a body for a bikini.
God rest his soul.
Oh, yeah. Right, God rest his soul, right. So, he's laying on a recliner in a pool with a beer, smoking a cigarette. Your father's walking around the pool, tightening up the things. All of a sudden, boom! The pool gives out, and Zio Romano's hanging on the thing because he looked like a real frog. He's hanging on the thing, and his legs are going like this. My husband, your father's holding on to the other side, and it collapsed.
Wait, he had a cigarette?
Zio Romano had a cigarette and a beer.
On a raft.
No, a raft. On a chair.
But it was in the pool.
It was in the pool. One of those chairs where you put your beer on the side.
Yes.
So,
Oh, jeez.
my mother comes out and she goes, Magazine, what are you guys doing in here? I got all kind of water downstairs in the cellar. Never saw the pool missing. And they both went, Ma.
Your brother almost went off the cliff.
The pool is gone. All the floaters are near. We're all overboard. The pool was flat. The water all over the place. And Zio Romano nearly killed himself.
And she said, huh?
And she said, guess what, cheers? I made the pasta. You guys are going to come and eat. What are you going to eat? The pool's gone. You're thinking about the pasta. Who can eat now?
What happened to Zio Romano?
Zio Romano was still hanging on.
I heard about it because I wasn't here, but the whole entire side of the pool gave out.
The whole thing, it went flat.
Collapsed.
And the water, Zio Romano didn't weigh that much. I weighed more than he did.
He was this big.
Yeah, he had legs like a frog, sticks, and he's hanging on for dear life. Of course, the cigarette was hanging in his mouth. The beer was gone. He was worried about the beer. Oh, my God.
And afterwards, he was okay. It wasn't like he had to go to the hospital or anything.
No, he was hanging on. The water left, but he was still hanging on. He told your father, he says, hey, when I come back, I want a pool built in here.
Oh,
yeah.
Udo.
So, Dino and Angela come back from New Jersey, and they say, what happened? The kids were so upset. The pool came out, that's it. I said, Zio Romano nearly drowned. My poor husband is still hanging on. And so your father built a pool.
Yeah, I remember that whole backyard. It was all dug up. What about the time Zio Mario?
Oh, this was when we built the pool.
This was the new pool, the built-in
right.
Pool.
We're sitting, and I'm feeding them food and all that. Zio Mario went in the pool. Because Zio Mario back then was loosened it a little bit, but not a lot. All of a sudden, he hollers, help!
But he was drinking a little bit of wine, right?
Yeah.
Him and Daddy.
Help! Zio Elena looks at him, he says, Mario, you better get out of the water. Never knew he was drowning.
He was going
all of a sudden, my mother walks in the house. Mari, escapa. Zio Mario's afogar. Zio Mario's drowning. So I went out there, and finally he learned, because he was in the Marines, he learned how to swim back. He come out of the pool. I said, Zuma, what is it, Chiz? What happened? He says, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh. And Zio Elena's still sitting over there eating away, not worried about a thing. Oh, my God.
She had faith in him. She knew.
Oh, yeah. Mario, you better get out of the water. Meanwhile, he's hollering, help! Help! My mother couldn't swim. She couldn't even sit in the 2 feet of water. And Helen couldn't either. So who was going to help you? I was in the kitchen.
Oh, this one you got to tell, but no names. Do you remember we all lived here when Zio Grande had his friends? This was the pool that was above ground, right?
Yes.
And there was the spotlight outside.
Right.
Your bedroom door faces the pool.
Right.
So, or your bedroom window.
And your father said to me, your brother's out there. You better do something about it.
With his
And it
friends.
says, why can't you do something about it?
Right.
Why do I always have to be the villain? So I walked out there and I said, everybody out of the pool. And I put the other spotlight.
Now, how old were they? High school.
High school.
Yeah.
And the spotlight, I put the spotlight on. Angela was there.
See, okay.
Okay. And two girls,
Uh-huh.
stark naked. They were all naked in the pool. And I says, close that spotlight. I said, no fucking way. I ain't closing nothing. You guys are gonna need to get out of there. He said, but we're naked. I said, ain't nothing I ain't seen before. I know what you look like, so that's my brother. I said, out of the pool. And those girls, I looked at them and I says, does your mother know where you're at?
Oh, jeez.
How would your mother feel if she knew you were over here, stark naked, and with these guys, their dicks are hanging out, and you got really out of the pool, everybody, and
you didn't turn that spotlight on.
No,
either.
I did not. He was holding on to. I told him, I said, Angela, don't worry about me because I ain't looking at you. You ain't nothing to look at. Okay, so get out of the pool. I want everybody out and go home at once.
And they did.
Oh, yeah. They had no choice. The
They all
spotlight was
shut
on.
up. Yes.
Yeah. So I told my husband, I said, you know what? There's definitely something wrong with you. You always have to send me to do the dirty work.
Oh, no, he was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Just
smart.
like when we had a reunion of raccoons on the balcony. I looked out there and I says, Alfred. I said, oh my God, there's about 6 or 7. There's a family reunion of raccoons on the balcony. So your father gets a BB gun. Wait, a BB gun. And he stands behind the window and I says, what the fuck are you going to do with that? A BB gun and you don't even...
He just wanted to scare them.
And the window was closed. I said...
He was trying to impress you, maybe.
I wasn't impressed. So finally, I knocked on the window and I opened it up and I told them to get the hell out. Obviously, the window scared them and they all ran off. 6 or 7, all of them on the balcony behind.
We've always had, though, animals come around here all the
Fucking
time.
raccoons. I'll tell you, those raccoons are the death of me. But now I don't see any raccoons since I got rid of that fat cow. I said, that's it.
You can't make this shit up.